Hi, everyone. This is a kind of a recap of Jumpstart Bridge 2, trying to kind of let you have an idea of what to expect and give you some ideas about how you might approach the material. You're going to find that this is a little bit more content heavy than Jumpstart Bridge 1. There was much more play and opportunity for the kids to just sit down and play. This is getting more into the bidding. So I still have built in, I hope, lots of opportunities for them to just play hands and practice, but there's also a lot more content that they have to absorb and learn. So let's get started. So here is an outline of the curriculum for the course. It's still 8 classes, as you can see. The first class is about overcalling, which is a way that the opponents can enter into the bidding. As you know, in Jumpstart Bridge 1, we didn't have a way for the opponents, after an opening bid had been made, the opponents couldn't enter into the bidding. Well, this is how the whole game happens and how the opponents can come into the auction. The first way is called an overcall, and advancing means how they respond to an overcall. We just use a different word for the partner of overcall. If you remember, opening bidder is opener, their partner's responder. When the opponents bid, they are the overcaller, and their partner is called advance. So there's making an overcall and advancing the overcall. Then there's, of course, practice after that. And then class 10 is something called a takeout double, which is a conventional bid. And it is also a way that the opponents can enter into the auction. We use an overcall when they have a long suit, good suit. A takeout double is when they could play kind of in any of the other suits other than the one open. We've broken that into 2 classes because it's got some intricacies to it that they have to understand. There's a thing called a force bid and a free bid. So we broke that into 2. And then class 12 is built for them to just decide when they're going to overcall, when they're going to make a takeout double. It's a review of those 2 concepts, and then actually just letting them sit down and practice and play that. There's, as I said, practice after each of the classes, 9, 10, and 11, but 12 is almost all practice. You may find that you spend more than just 4 weeks on that. You may do overcalling and advancing. The first class may be more descriptive of how it happens with a little bit of play afterwards. And then what I would do on the next class is just review overcaller and advancer and just let them play hands. You can even, after the pre-dealt hands, have them just deal hands and practice their opening bids as well. The same for class 10. Maybe you introduce the double. You talk about when advancer, the partner of the doubler, is forced to bid. And then maybe after class 10, the next class, you review that and then have them play again. It's up to you to decide if your students have absorbed the material or if you think they need a little bit more practice. This is an introductory video. There are videos of me teaching all 8 classes, just as we have for Jumpstart Bridge 1. And then 12 is built as just a play class. And I don't think that you would need to do that more than once, but you're certainly welcome to do it twice if you think the kids would like more opportunity to play. Then class 14 are rebids by opener, and then 15 is rebids by responder. We broke down the rebids by responder with a fit and without a fit. These are the second bids. In Jumpstart Bridge 1, we concentrated on opening bid and responding to the opening bid. Just talk very briefly about kind of thinking about where you're headed and what your priority of contract is. Here in classes 14, 15, 16, we really delve into that and give them some more structure for what they do after their partner has responded and what responder does after opener is rebid. Again, these may not be 1-week classes. You may do rebidding by opener twice. I would really delve into the nitty gritty in the first time you teach it, and then let the second class, if you have a second one, be more of a reminder review. As always, if you don't get through all 8 classes, that's not awful. You can carry over half of the class until your next semester of classes. You need to do what is comfortable for you and what makes the students feel comfortable and successful. So I hope this helped just a little bit. I hope you're having a good time. As always, please feel free to reach out to me, call me, email me. I'm happy to help any way I can. I look forward to talking to you, and I hope you're having fun with Jumpstart Bridge, and I hope you continue. Thanks a lot.